Hi, everybody. Welcome to Burton's Babes. If you are watching on YouTube because you missed the live video, I'm Zoe Burton, and it is Friday, March 1st, 2019 at 8 o'clock p.m. And this is like the, I don't know, 7th, maybe 8th. Hey, Chastity, how you doing? Hey, Shirley. Hi, Annie. I don't usually get people so fast, so I'm like, woo. So I was yakking for a few minutes with stuff, but how is everybody? So I see Shirley and Chastity, and I know Annie's with her. So how is everybody? I have there's Shirley. Hi. I have an RWA meeting tomorrow, so my hair's wet because I just got out of the shower and I got jammies on underneath my flannel, and Jasper's over there sleeping because I was gone for a while today, and so he's a little stressed. Hi, Marcia. Oh, she's lost interest. I'm not interesting enough. Well, you'll have that. I suppose if I was 5, I wouldn't interest me either. She's not 6 yet, is she? She's still 5, I think. Anyway, oh, there we go. I am so glad, Shirley, that the medicine worked and you're feeling better. That's awesome. You've been in PJ since 4. I got home. I didn't even get home. I was like on the way to my brother's from Grove City today at 4. I didn't get home till like, I don't know, 4:45. Only in real clothes for a few hours. Yeah, I was in real clothes. Okay, she's still 5. I thought so. I thought it's not till like summer or fall that she turns 6. I want to say May. May sticks in my head, but that was my mom's birthday, so maybe that's what I'm thinking. PJs are great. Nice and comfy. And I've been exercising because my treadmill is right next to the heat vent, and I've been doing like 45 minutes on the treadmill, and I end up sweating and being so hot. So I've been taking my sweatpants off and just rocking in my undies. And now I have chafing. So this big sore spot on my leg. End of May, I was right. See, I thought so. Hi, Peggy. How you doing? Is there no truck race tonight, or you don't watch trucks? I don't watch trucks. I should. But anyway, I should. Anyway, let me get started on my my updates so y'all know what's going on in my world. First, I sent out the newsletter last week. I don't like how I look with my hair all behind my ears. And I sent out the newsletter, and it had the link for the survey where you can sign up for how often you want my newsletters. And I had 25 people replied, which is not bad. Everybody went on monthly emails until I heard. And so I've got like 17 people that get it every week. And I've got 2 or 3 people that get it every 2 weeks. And then everybody else at this point, like the other people that signed up said they want it monthly. Well, they were, since I had already gone through and changed everybody, I didn't have to, I just had to double check that I had changed them. But so that's, there's still, I meant to put a link if I think about it. Let me see if I can find that link, and I'll put it in the comments. But if you are in my, make sure I got the right survey. Survey Monkey. My surveys. If you are email frequency preferences, look at that. Well, that is just too cool. I'm just going to give you this big link because I don't know. Collect responses. Maybe there's a link here. Web link 1. I don't know. There it is. Copy. See, I can't do 2 things at once. Trucks. Is there a trucks race on? Paste. What is it? Is it still a Camping World Trucks? Okay, I'm going to put my survey. If you are on my list, my mailing list, not my blog, not where you get notices about my blog posts, but if you are on my mailing list and you, maybe I shouldn't have put that in there, but oh well, it's too late now. And you are, you have not gotten the email, you haven't found it in your spam or wherever, you can use that link to sign up for how often you want to get the emails. But that's only for people that are already on my email list. So if you're not on my email list, you have to go and sign up. And that's the, when you go to my blog, there's a link, like there's a video, and then there's, I think the next image says join Zoe's mailing list. And that you get to choose how often you get it. Anyway, that was done. I've got 25 out of 112 responses, 113. Well, one of those was me because I have one of my emails signed up so I can keep an eye on how it looks. But anyway, next item, writing didn't go as well as I had planned. Like, you know, I don't know why I bother to make plans. Life got in the way. Not like I had to be out of the office all afternoon today, and that was writing time. And last Saturday I went to that Blake Shelton concert, and so no blog post got written on Friday because I was getting ready, you know, getting the house ready for my pre-trip checklist, which has gotten totally ignored today. But so I had to do blog posts on Monday and Tuesday, and it was crazy. Anyway, my Patreon exclusive story is about a third of the way done, maybe a little more than that. But I am going to be really focusing on that. So I still have my side job, and I have to do so many, you know, I work so long every day on that. But then I'm upping my word count goal, and like not going to bed until I hit that goal. Not, you know, I'll be eating things like lunch meat and cheese rolls, quick and easy things, so that I can get that, because it should have been done like 6 weeks ago or a month ago, and it's March 1st, and it's not even completely written. So I'm gonna devote myself. There may not be blog posts for a couple of weeks because I have to get this done. And then I'll go from there. But I think once this is done and I get it sent off or whatever, I'm going to start another story for the blog. And I'm going to try to emulate. Yes, I can't go without sleep. I will be totally unproductive without sleep. But I just won't be, like, I hate to say this, but I may not be exercising as much, and I may not shower. Like, it may be a case of everybody stay away because I smell. I mean, I think the last time I had to do this, I went 4 days with no shower. So it's pretty ugly, but sometimes that's what happens. And that's probably going to start Monday. I have to get allergy shots, and I'm going to make it sure I do it Monday. And then when I get home, I'll do like 2,000 words that day and a couple of articles. And then Tuesday is the day I'll get up, and I may not even get dressed. I may take the dogs for a walk in my pajamas, which I do all summer anyway. So it's just colder now to do that. Or I'll pull my sweatpants on over top my pajamas. I don't know. And that's probably going to be the limit of my exercise, which is not really good, but you do what you got to do. But I promise I'll eat and I will sleep. I just won't eat well. And I'll probably be so tired that I will sleep like the dead. Anyway, it has to be done. And so it's going to get done if, you know, whatever. And that's like my big news. I don't have a whole lot of writing news this week. So I will be sending out a newsletter today to my weekly people. And then next Friday, I'll be sending a newsletter out to the weekly people and every other week people. So I'm the way I have it set up right now, on once a month, I'll be doing 3 emails. So I got to figure out a good working thing for this. I mean, not that they take a long time, especially if I write them up ahead of time. But anyway, the only other like really writer thing, walk the dogs. Walking the dogs in jammies is like required, I think, for lady dog owners. Yeah, it's pretty much required. There it goes. I think it looks like there's a green, and my mouse doesn't want to work right, but I guess that's as far down as it goes. I would put, because I have some short nighties, like they're black and they have like colored white dots or purple dots on them, or I think it's white dots and either blue or purple on the straps. And I would just put shorts on underneath that nightie all summer long. And that's how I walked my dogs. And I walked all over town in my nightgown. I mean, it's a little town. Okay. So like I'm a quarter of a mile to South Main Street, and it's 1/10 of a mile to the town square. All right. And it's a half a mile around the square, or a quarter of a mile, something like that. So, I mean, this is a tiny town. It's like 1 mile square. I mean, they've annexed some spots, but basically the town is 1 mile square. It's a very small place. Anyway, if you are a member of Longbourn Literary Society, and I think most of you are, Rose and Leanie and I are going to be live on Facebook at 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, Eastern time. Hi, Sonia. See, I knew there was a green and I could not get it to go down. Gander Outdoors Truck Series. It starts at 9 today. Oh, we should be well before 9. See, I knew somebody went to Gander Outdoors. So the middle series used to be Bush. And then I think it was Nationwide. Camping World, or maybe they're the Camping World. I don't know, Peggy. You gotta help me. I'm lucky I remember Monster Energy series because the name is all screwed up. Anyway, I saw something about Martin Truex Jr. and now I've forgotten what it was. But if you saw my my timeline, my wall, NASCAR posted video, because we're in Las Vegas. Yeah, you know that, Las Vegas. But they posted video of the hauler parade down the strip in Las Vegas, and I was all excited. So I'm going to write that into my book. Shirley says, since I live up here in the mountains, I let my corgi out and he wanders around our yards and stroll back in, except when it snows. He finds a huge snow pile, hangs out, and just comes in on his own. Oh my. Okay, my mouse doesn't want to work at all at this point. I think it's Facebook. I wonder what happens if I make this smaller, because I make it like 125%. So I can see it. Nope, there it goes. Could be because he's 11 years old. Yeah. Okay, now it's the Xfinity. It's now called the Xfinity. I should have known that. You know what my dogs are doing? Well, when it's really cold, they don't like to go out. If it's raining, the first time it rains, and like if we go like a month before it rains again, which I don't think we're going to, but Jasper will forget all about rain, apparently. And he won't go out. I'll send them out. He'll huddle in front of the door until I let him in. Then he goes in the living room and does his business because he doesn't like the rain and he's freaked out. And then when it's cold, we'll do the 3 thing. Okay, so he'll go out and he'll want to come right back in. And then so everybody will come in, Selena and Jasper. I'll shut the door, and the door has a bell on it. Next thing I know, he's ringing the bell. He gets his treat because he came in, then he's ringing the bell. Then he goes back outside and he pees. And then he comes back in and he gets a treat. And then not 5 minutes later, he's ringing that bell again. And he goes outside and he poops. And he comes back in and gets another treat. He does this when it's really cold because he doesn't like. Is he listening? I think he's sleeping. No, his eyeballs are open and his ears twitching. He knows I'm talking about him. But this is what he does. We don't just go and do our business. No. We have to make a production out of it and get extra treats. Selena, on the other hand, will go out and wander until she's done and then she comes back. But anyhow, there's like just a dusting of snow, if any at all. And the sun has been out for a couple days and it's warmed up a smidge. Like today was 40 and it was really nice. But they've taken, again, to wandering, like I have a half an acre, so it's pretty far back there. And they will, because it's long and kind of narrow. And they're taking around, they're wandering around the back 40 again. So that makes me happy because then we're out once and I can go do laundry or put dishes away or whatever. And yeah. But my Selena is 13. She just does her thing. But they do like to go for walks. I am an introvert and I don't do social very well. And I have the two, I swear to you, most social dogs that have ever existed. God gave them to me. Anyway, go figure. Just like a human kid, oh my gosh. Every time I turn around, I'm scrubbing that carpet again. Can you please just do your thing? Oh my gosh. Okay, so Longbourn Literary Society tomorrow at 3 in the Longbourn Literary Society group, and I think all you guys are members of that. My personal update, the concert was very good last Saturday, even though it really kind of took 2 days. 3, because Sunday I got home at 2:04 or 2:05 in the morning on Sunday morning. There was like nobody on the road. I think I saw 6 other vehicles all the way from Robinson Township, which is just outside Pittsburgh, all the way home. It's like an hour and a half, 2 hours. Nobody on the road. So I had my high beams on and I could see where I was going and I was scooting as much as I could. Hi, Deborah Ann. Hi, Billy. Our kids, Pomeranian Murphy, like to go out when we sat down to eat. Oh, barkers. Oh, yes. You know what, though? Let me tell you this. I have boxers, and if they see anybody or if the neighbor sneezes, they bark. They don't like bark at just anything, but they've saved me from countless rabbits, a couple of cats, the neighbors on the way to work. Yeah. And you know what? My dogs have started first thing in the morning wanting to go out when I sit down to eat my breakfast. And I'm like, look, it's hot and I want to eat it now. So anyway, the first part of the concert was Lauren Elena. And if you've been to my website, Lauren Elena's song, it's the last song she played in her set, The Road Less Traveled on. That's my theme song. And so I was all excited to see her. And of course, we were way up in the nosebleed section. So I can only see her in the monitor. I mean, you can see her body walking around down there, but I can only really see her up in the monitor. And she was awesome. And then we had a 45-minute intermission. And then Blake came on. And all these other guys, I was like trying to figure out in my head how it was going to work. And I am not a Blake Shelton fan at all. Okay. He's got like 6 songs I like and a bunch that I know and will sing to, but only like maybe 6 that I really like. So he played all these newer songs for like 45 minutes. And then he went off and John Anderson came on, played 3 or 4 songs, like 15 minutes. That was cool. I cheered and howled, woohoo. And then Blake came back and did like another 30 or 40 minutes. And then the Bellamy Brothers came out and I was like, whoo! And they sang 3 or 4 songs, maybe 10, 15 minutes. Then Blake come back and he sang a little more. And see, some of the guys came out like from below, you know. And here comes in the back. Here comes Trace Adkins, long and tall and gorgeous, lifting up. And he sang several songs. I just love Trace Adkins. And I'd go, woohoo! And then everybody go, woohoo! It was great. It was great. I had my flashlight with the light, you know. It was awesome. And then Blake came back a little bit. He sang with everybody, I think. And at the very end, they had this, like, all the men, not Lauren Elena, but all the men. And they did this sing-off thing. Murphy barks at everything. Oh, my gosh. And here's the funny thing about barking dogs. I swore I was not going to have barky dogs. I swore I wasn't. I didn't realize that boxers like to bark that much. I did. It was so worth. And of course, when Blake, towards the end, Blake Shelton started singing the older songs. Red, about the, you know, I don't know the name of the song, Old Red, I think. And in his encore, one of them was that redneck, you know, redneck. And that's one of my favorites. But he started singing the older one. So I had a great time. And we went, me and Angela went to a restaurant beforehand called Cadillac Ranch. And they have 3 or 4 of them around the country. And this one is in the Pittsburgh area. We had a coupon. It was worth it. It was great. It was a great steak. I had a steak. I switched the green beans for broccoli and mashed potatoes. Oh my gosh, it was so good. So that was, and then I took the whole day Sunday. Like, I've been watching church live streaming instead of going down 40 minutes. Yeah, I'm not fond of Blake. I'm really, and you know what? I was kind of on the fence about him, but then the whole him and Miranda thing, and he has issues. She has issues too, but he has issues. And then there's that Gwen woman. But anyway, I really like Trace a lot. Granted, Trace has also been married 3 times and has got shot by one of his wives. Okay, so there's some issues there too. But he's much easier on the eyes, and he has a much nicer voice. And I like him a whole lot better. Okay, now my sister would say, no, he's mine. You can have Toby Keith. And I like Toby Keith too. But since my sister was not around, I felt free to fangirl over Trace Adkins. And I bought it, and I don't have it. It's in the dirty clothes because I've been wearing it like every other day. Trace Adkins t-shirt. So, yeah. Yes. I just love it. He's awesome. Now, tomorrow, I'm going to be going to Cleveland. So here's a funny story. Well, it's already 23 minutes. I should shut up, really. But I borrowed my brother's truck last week. They were going to South Carolina because he was interviewing for a job down in South Carolina. And so on Wednesday, I went over and I borrowed his truck. I left mine at his house, and I took his work truck. And it's cute, and it has glass packs. Okay, so it rumbles. But it's also got nothing electric. There's no cruise control. There's no electric locks. It's a crank window, so I'm like cranking down this window. I agree. Everybody has issues. I do. See, George Strait is my absolute favorite. I have liked George Strait from day one, like from his very first album. So I'm trying. He's coming to Columbus in June, and I'm trying to get tickets to go to Columbus to see him because that's always been on my bucket list. And he retired, and I was like, no. And now I'm like, this may be my only chance to ever see him. So I have to go. Anyhow, I borrowed my brother's truck to go down there. So and then I only took it back yesterday. Okay. So I go over there today because I was looking, my sister-in-law sent me a picture of another vehicle because I need to replace Wickham. So we went over, I went over, and my brother and my sister-in-law went with me, and we went to where this truck is, and I didn't get the truck. But we came back and I had filled his truck up with gas. I had filled my truck up with gas. All right. So we come back and I'm getting ready to leave. I'm pulling out the drive and she comes flying out of the house. Do you want to take this truck tomorrow? Because tomorrow I have to go to Cleveland, which is an hour and a half, right? It's almost as far as Pittsburgh. Robinson was an hour and a half. Pittsburgh is 2 to 2.5 hours. Cleveland is an hour. Where I'm going tomorrow is an hour and 20 minutes. So I was like, heck yeah, because I'm not sure about the transmission and stuff. The transmission and the axle, there's something weird going on underneath Wickham. Wickham's undercarriage is having issues. So I should have just kept his truck, is what I'm trying to say. Because I had it for nearly a week. I had it for a week, for like 8 days. I took it back yesterday, and now I've got it back again. Amarillo by Morning. Oh, yes. That was, oh my gosh, that was one of the first ones. That's really good. All right. But that's all my news. I love country music. And that's kind of on my, because my ex-husband, he liked some of it, but he liked rock better. And every boyfriend I've ever had before I got married preferred rock, or at least Southern rock, which I like Southern rock too, but give me some good old country music, and not bluegrass, country. So anyway, that's what's new in my world. So it's on my bucket list. Must like country, must like NASCAR, must have a steady job, make good money. Yeah. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming. I don't know how many people I have left. I'm not sure the counter is right, because I think there's more like 6 people here, and that says 3. So anyway, thank you to everybody for coming. And I'm going to kind of gab here for a little bit. And then, and I'll click in case anybody has any questions or anything. Anybody anything you want to share, or anything that you want to ask or anything. And if I happen to shut the video off before you get an answer, I will come back in a few minutes after the video goes live, because they have to do their thing. Thanks, Chastity. Give the kids a hug for me tonight. It's really cool. It's Friday night. Write another great book. I am working on it. Thanks, Shirley. Donna, you joined right at the end. I'm getting ready to go. But thanks for stopping by. Okay, I don't see anything else, so I'm going to say goodbye. And I'll come back and check comments again in a couple of minutes after the video, after they do their thing. So bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.